anything about the Live Nation Ticketmaster monopoly thing? Have you heard of it? Are you able to discuss more about that?
I know things on a very surface level, right? Of course, I know they are being taken to court by the government.
Yeah. But why? Like, does it
I honestly
stand to benefit the government?
think it makes sense at all.
Yeah.
Because you want to talk about monopoly? At the end of the day, the bigger the company gets, it's going to monopolize something anyway, right? Like,
that means it's more and more successful. That's why it become big, ma.
Yeah. Fair enough, they combine with Ticketmaster, right? So I bring the shows, you sell the tickets. So let's say we go to a stadium together, and then I tell the stadium, like, look, I'm going to do my show here, but ticketing has to go through Ticketmaster. I don't see anything wrong with it because I own the ticketing platform. It is my concert. I own the ticketing platform. So why can't I choose to use my own thing? Right? And then you want to talk about, I think a lot of people brought up the fact that if, a lot of people brought up the fact that, because of the monopoly, ticket prices got more expensive, right? But I don't think that is the case. I mean, you and I know we've been in this business for a while. Artist cost has been constantly increasing, right?
For the A-listers especially.
So the reason why ticket pricing for concerts are expensive is because your artist cost has increased. So even if they don't have a monopoly of this, it's still going to be expensive if any other ticketing agent or promoters. Right? So I don't get this. And then you think about, they can't sign exclusive deals, blah, blah, not fair, non-competition, blah, blah, blah. Then what about clubs signing an exclusive deal with alcohol partners? If I sign with Pernod Ricard, I can't take MHD, can't take Bacardi, right? What about Singapore government signing this deal where Taylor Swift could only perform here? Right? I mean, I'm sorry, but at the end of the day, when I make a deal with you, it's because it's mutually beneficial. You're not pointing a gun to my head and telling me that I have to do this. Right? You agreed to do this with me because you're going to benefit from this as well. So then why are you now saying that it's a monopoly and it shouldn't happen? Right? It's still an agreement between two parties. True, man. So for me, I don't think this is fair.
Yeah, I agree. But then the thing is, at what point it becomes too far where there is no availability for new players to emerge?
I think the only thing that, okay, look, new players and stuff, right? If you've been in the industry for a while and you're an old player and you can't get there, that means you're just not good enough, right? But if you're a new player, you must be stupid to get into this industry where you know there's a monopoly, right? But the only danger that comes from a monopoly is then you stop innovating because there's no longer any competition.
Correct.
So you're just going to stop here. I mean, why change something that works?
Right.
I'm not going to have the motivation to do that. So I think the only danger in monopoly is that. But in other case, I mean, like, why would I want to go to a market that's already saturated?
So maybe like a new way in which ticketing,
for example,
venue.
Me as a person, I love alcohol. Would I go and produce a gin now and go and compete with all these guys? No, I'm not stupid.
Yeah.
Like, why?
The way you put it is so funny.
So Ticketmaster is so big. Oh, you know what? Tomorrow let's start a ticketing agency. Are you stupid?
But what about for all those people that are still trying to create their own events? I want to throw my own parties,
You can.
How is that not competitive against like Live Nation where they like couple all your best acts already? They
can take your best acts, but when you throw a party, sometimes I feel like it's all about the concept. You don't have to rely on just A-listers. Live Nation's great at getting A-listers, but you think about it, look at It's a Ship. Not once have we had an A-lister.
Yeah, actually
not once.
Don't need.
Because they created a value where everyone just wants to go for It's a Ship because it's the ship.
Yes.
I don't care who's playing there. I'm just going to go because the experience itself is worth paying for.
My friends all there.
Right?
Yeah.
Boiler Room.
Yeah.
Sold out before a single artist was announced.
Yeah. Literally just the visualizer. Boiler Room.
Exactly. Singapore. Sometimes I feel like it's what concept you can't. If you go for an Elro party, for example, do you ask who's playing?
Well, I heard of Elro from Jeremy Boone, man. Insane, dude.
But would you ask, which DJ is playing at Elro?
No.
You just hear Elro
the
and you
decor
go.
is like insane.
And you go anyway, right?
I will go in Elro, yeah.
You don't care who's playing.
Yep.
But with Live Nation, you go for the act.
Yes.
Right? You go for the specific act, which is usually an A-lister.
Yep.
They don't have concepts. They're just a concert. A concert where I have this person performing, I sell tickets, done.
Yep.
So new promoters, new acts, there's always space for them to come in.
So you don't have to play the same game like them. You just like slightly modify, tweak your strategy a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess like maybe ticketing platform is more like hard and fast, physical thing. So you really cannot fight because they really monopolize.
But if I come up with my own event, I can use my own ticketing platform.
Yeah.
Right?
That's true. Yeah.
If I come up with my own event, you say I'm a small player, I won't be able to afford the damn stadium in the first place and then use your ticketing platform, right? But if you slowly build up your reputation, then you can get even bigger.
Correct.
Right?
That's
Make
true.
sure you don't rely on just A-listers. If you do, then that's the end. Everyone who has more money will be able to outshine you the next year. It's not much of a competition there, it's just about who has more money.
Correct. Yeah, I guess it's also quite similar in the podcast landscape.
Yeah.
Because like, for example, my podcast is like, it's essentially like not famous people talking to not famous people, right? And then it is more difficult where we have to brand the thumbnail and the podcast as the topic that will suck people in. Whereas like Joe Rogan podcast, Joe Rogan with...
You can talk about anything.
Dude, he's just like Joe Rogan with Elon Musk. People click already, just two guys just down there like that. The thumbnail is like not even designed. And then people will just, whoa, 5 million people watch, Yeah. So I guess it's like, the smaller you are, I guess the more space for you to innovate to come out with something. But the bigger you are, you actually cannot innovate that much because you risk
and you don't even care about innovating.
But I think it's more of like they scared, right? Their KPI drop, then everybody pay cut or something, right? That's like quite high risk for them. So probably it's not they cannot innovate, but also quite scary to innovate also.
That's why I say, why change what works?
Well, yeah lor. Wow, shit. Then how do big companies stay on top? That's the key, right?
It depends on what they do.
Yeah.
But a lot of big companies are not monopoly anyway, right? And I think people are switching a lot more to experiences these days rather than product. Remember we talked just now about how people are buying to a lifestyle factor rather than an individual product.
Aspire to be...
You know how ages ago where girls would take pictures with their handbag on the table?
Oh, yeah.
Just so you could see that I have that handbag there.
Yeah.
These days, that doesn't work anymore. You get what I mean?
Everybody also...
People care more about your holiday pictures. Where you went on holiday, where you went for food. Right? Oh my God, you're in this fancy restaurant. Nobody cares about the Chanel or Dior handbag on the table. And last time, people always have like strategic placements of it in every single picture. So people are not looking to buy into products anymore. They're looking more into, especially this generation, more into the experience itself. What does this experience give me? Right? And the experience actually gives them a lot more recognition and things like that because other people say, oh my God, FOMO, I want that too.
Right.
Like, do you feel like, when you go on a holiday, it's great. You build a lot of memories and you remember it. You can talk about it to friends. You laugh about it. When you buy a bag, happy for like maybe two minutes. When you come home, you unbox it. Yeah, I'm so happy. And then you put it in your cabinet. I mean, seriously, think about it, right? The satisfaction factor is like only in the time where you're like, oh, I really love this bag. I really want to get it. Save enough money. You go and get it from the store. You go home like, yay! Take some pictures. Open it up. All right. It goes in the cabinet.
Yeah, correct. I saw this Kim Lim video where she's like, she buys so many, right? But some she even forget about it, just fuck it, I just give to friends,
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I feel like the happiness factor in products right now is not as high as before. Right now, it's more like, oh my God, I just went to this restaurant, it's so amazing, and you can't get a seat there,
Wow.
That's the talkability, right?
Yeah.
Or like, oh, I just flew private jet somewhere. It's very different.
Experience. Yeah, exclusive experience. Wow. And that's, I guess...
And a lot of big brands, I feel like they're also moving towards experience to sell products.